everyone, I'm Drogonous, I'm Jonah Pierce, and I'm January, and welcome to this lovely episode of the Katsugi Minute. Yay! Oh my god, this is going to be like our first special episode. Yes, I'm highly looking forward to this. Talking about all the things that we're going to talk about on this episode. Yeah, period. No, for real. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're doing something new in this show's history. We're going to actually, centralized topic. We have a centralized topic due to current events. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up. But before we get into Valentine's Day, I really want to get into Black History Month because motherfuck, it has been a hell of a month. In the good way. It's been a hell of a month, really in the good way, for a while. Like, things are happening, things are getting solved, problems are getting solved this month for us, and it's like, thank goodness. So, yeah, we're gonna transition into starting the episode with updates and how we're doing. So I think I'm gonna go first. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing amazing. I've been hanging out with friends recently. I've been really prioritizing my self-reflection now that I have the time to do that. I've made one of the biggest decisions I've made in a while by quitting my job. We are now unemployed. Up in here, up in here. Yes. Oh my God. It's so surreal to hear you say that, because I literally thought you were never going to do it. I thought you weren't ever going to do it. Even, we'll talk about it later, but I'm proud and surprised and happy. Same. I'm with him on that one. I was like, girl, I don't know if you're gonna do it, but it's there. The thought with that was always there. I was just like, yeah, we'll talk about it later in the episode. Okay, yeah, but that's how I've been doing. I'm making really good decisions for my well-being, and I'm actually I'm looking inward more than I have ever before. So I'm gonna pass this over to anyone else. Yay. Okay, Drogonous. Oh, cool. I'm going next. Ooh, motherfuck. I'm doing okay. Like January said, we've all had time due to changes that we've made in our professional lives to really look inward. And looking inward is not very easy for me. Self-reflection is not very easy for me. So it's proving harder than I anticipated it to be, but I'm doing it and it's working. And I think the chances of being a put together adult are getting higher for me. So it's iconic. It's great. It's everything, period. And I'm very happy to say that I'm getting closer to the person that I want to be. Cool. Jonah Pierce, you go. I actually have more than usual. I'm doing fucking awesome. I have my downs. Depression is not fun, but I have my downs sometimes. But other than that, I'm doing really fine. I have also reconnected with older games. I've been watching more TV. I've been watching more YouTube, and I've been listening to more music. So I've just been like really cultivating my love of art and my love of storytelling. And I'll elaborate more later, but like I really want to centralize my focus. I want to cultivate a niche for myself. And I've been thinking about how to do that with TikTok. And I think that's why I haven't posted on there in a while. So that's how I'm doing. I'm more in a recultivation mindset, and it's working. It is working for you. Yeah, I feel it. Every day, JP wakes up with an idea, and he just knows how to get it done, and he makes it work. And I'm like, I haven't seen this side of Jonah Pierce since he was in high school, you know, and I'm very happy that it's resurfacing again. Yeah, I understand that. But he has been cooking up a lot of things in there. So we're going to elaborate in due time. But yeah, I'm glad we're all doing well. I'm glad everything's going somewhat well. But the purpose of this episode is Valentine's Day is coming up. So this is a really sore subject for the three of us because Valentine's Day has never really been the best for any of us. So I had the idea of just saying, hey, let's talk about what love means to us in every aspect of the spectrum, because love is a spectrum. Yeah, period. And I think we have to really, this is a part of self-reflection, having these conversations with ourselves, having these conversations with people who are close to us. So I was like, why not just make it into an episode of the podcast? I can't wait to like actually get into it. I can't either. It's going to be very fun, very festive, very heart-wrenching at times. It's going to tug on the heartstrings because we are not holding back this episode. We can't hold back for the sake of our reflection, for the sake of healing. I don't think we can really hold back. So, cool. But in that lieu of things, let's start off with something easy, something very light, very mellow, and something that can inspire conversation. We have like a bunch of questions we're going to ask each other throughout the episode, by the way. Each altar has a question pertaining to all of the aspects of love that we know to exist. January will go more into that when we start the segment. But yeah, because love is not a two-way street. No, not a two-way street. Not at all. So yeah, Jan. Okay. Yes. So before Jonah Pierce asks his question, I am going to break this down for y'all. So love, in the broadest of terms, at least in our system-wide opinion, has four main pillars. So we're going to be talking about how we relate to every single one of those pillars and which pillars are more prominent for our personality types, which of those more pillars are more prominent for our system program, because we still have DID. Yeah, so the four pillars, at least to us, are self-love, platonic love, familial love, and romantic love. And I am going to go more into the broader definitions of them when we get to them. When we get to the questions and everything. So yeah, that's the four pillars, and that's what we're going to be basing these episodes. We're going to be really breaking this episode up into sections about certain things, into sections about the pillar itself and how we regard it and how we uphold it in the system and how we really revisit it when we need to. Yeah. Yeah. No, you ate with that one. Thank you, Drogo. No, you for real ate. Oh, thank y'all. Oh my God. Okay. I have planned this episode out extensively. Woo. So, Jonah Pierce, I am going to hand this off to you right now. Woo, child. Mosey's asking. Sorry. I'm trying something new with post-production, with intermingling. So if I'm a little off this episode, it's because I'm multitasking. It does not come easy to me, but I'm doing it. All right. So first question is, what is our favorite love songs? Because I know we all have a different stance on love songs and what they should be and what they sound like. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to take a looky-loo in those Spotify. Ew. Please never do that again. By the way, if you don't follow us on Spotify, I'll have a link in the description where we all have our playlists. Like every altar has a playlist in our Spotify, so you can really get to know us a little bit more. Yeah. So, one of my favorite love songs of all time is, and I have to find it. Hold on. I know I have stoner's brain. I hate it sometimes, but like, what can we do? One of my favorite long songs of all time is Night and Day by I'll Be Sure. Really? No, I did not expect that from you. I know. It just, it's like the schoolboy innocence of the song really brings me back to like my high school days where I was just like, yeah, whatever happens, happens, right? And I was really in that phase in my life of just really trying to have as much fun with myself as possible, right? Trying to have as much fun dating as possible. Because, what can you do in high school except pass, graduate? Fuck the both of you for that. Stop. No. Oh my God. Yeah. So we have to like really, that song brings me back to like really. Another one is Stargirl Interlude by The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey. And then my third one, because I have three, it should be in here. I don't want to just say it without like, I don't want to just get the name of it completely fucking wrong. So I actually have to look it up because I don't listen to it very much because I've cried to this song. I Choose You by Willie Hutch. That's my favorite one of all time. And then I'll Be Sure, Night and Day is behind that. Yeah, my three favorite love songs. I didn't know we were getting three. Okay, I'll go next. Why not? Woohoo! So one of my favorite love songs, and it's going to be a very unconventional answer. Letter to My 13-Year-Old Self by Lauve. And I hope I'm getting her name correct. I love the sincerity of the song. It was a really insightful look into how she viewed herself as a young child and how like the people around her really influenced that. And that is something I very heavily relate to. Right? Yeah. I have a lot of insecurities. Well, because of like the things that have happened to me, and also the fact that people in my life were very judgmental. Like my family, I know back in that heyday when I was a wee child, very judgmental. And so I didn't get to enjoy many things to my fullest. And they also made fun of a lot of my appearance in a joking manner, but like to me, it wasn't a joke. Like my autism couldn't really discern from when they were joking and when they weren't. And so that song, at least to me, is a wonderful ballad about just if I were to rewrite the voice in my mind at that age. Yes. Oh, yeah. And it's just such a beautiful ballad about how she literally, like, the message of the song to me personally is you have nothing to hate right now. You are going to one day become the trend. Even though they're making fun of you now, you were going to one day become the trend. And that's exactly what Lauve did. And it's just an old wise voice looking back at their younger self. And I think that's really nice. Another one of my favorite love songs is, right now at least, Keep It Comin' Love by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I put you onto that song. He did. I'm not even going to lie. He put me onto that song. JP puts a lot of us on to a lot of good fucking music. I appreciate him for it. Like my playlists, my favorites playlist has completely changed because of that motherfucker. And he's just like, hey, Drogo, I think you should listen to this song. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I listen to it and I'm like, oh, he was right. Fuck. Let's add it to the playlist. Yeah. And I'm just like, whatever. It works. I'm here for it. Jan. Yes, back to you. Sorry. No, you're fine. I love when you interject, actually. It gives me time to think about my answers. So, Keep It Comin' Love. It's a straightforward romantic anthem. Keep it comin' love. Keep it comin' love. Don't stop it. No, don't stop it. It's perfect. I love the repetition of it. Like, it scratches my sensory in a very beautiful way. I love the themes of it, even though I'm very much not connected to that part of myself. It really does give me hope that that part of me will come back in a fruitful way. So yeah. And the last song, and I know y'all are gonna really this one. Moments in Love by The Art of Noise. What the fuck? Wait, you're kidding. I wish I was. Oh my God. Okay, why though? You need to go into why. Like, no. Okay, so The Art of Noise is a very beautiful artist, and I've only listened to this one song, but I do want to listen to more of their music because of Moments in Love. Because love songs, especially back in the heyday, and like nowadays, they like punch you with their message. They're like, ugh, I want to do this, and I want to love on you, and I want to marry you, and I want to have children with you. Can't stop. Uh, okay, babe. I know but they punch you in the face with their message, and Moments in Love is a lyricless song. It's just straight instrumental, and it takes you through this journey of someone who is falling in love, being in a relationship, and then re-falling in love all over again. And it really leaves a lot to the mind, a lot to the imagination, because, like I said, with other songs, they punch you in the face with their message, so you don't really get to interpret anything. You don't get to interpret the message of the song, what the song means to you, how you relate to it. But with this song, you get to do all of that. I've listened to this song at least 12, 13 times now, and I've had a different story every time I've listened. My story has come out different, but it still has the same beats of falling in love, being in that relationship, and then falling in love with that person all over again. Like, it just works. Okay. It's very elegant the way you explain it. I understand it now. I think we were both like, what the fuck? Because we didn't really understand why you would go that route and why you would say that. But like, yeah. January has gotten a lot better at explaining things. Yes, I'm very proud of them. Thank you. January is a very well-spoken person. They just got to get over themselves. You're not wrong. Okay. Drogonous, you go now. I know yours are going to be amazing. Okay. So my first one, and I'm aging myself a lot here. More by Bananarama, for obvious reasons. More. Ah, how do you like it? How do you like it? Da 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 ba da ba ba. Okay, sorry. Yes. I don't have to explain this one. It's a catchy show tune-esque bop. I'm a gay man. It just works. It's straightforward. Yeah, we understand that one. Another one that I like, but that's not in my favorites, is I Have a Rumor by Bananarama. I Heard a Rumor by Bananarama. Sorry. I heard a rumor. Goo, do, ba, 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 ba. They say you got a broken heart. I heard. Ooh, motherfucker, I ate. Wait. Yeah, but no, it's really nice, and it's really just a wonderful moment in that sphere. It brings me back. Another one, my second one, let me find it because it's in here. Mystery of Love by Sufjan Stevens from Call Me By Your Name. Oh! Warp, warp, call the police. Shut up, JP. Call the police now. I can't with that movie. Oh my God. Call the police. I'm sorry. No. Explain this, please. Okay, I will. The Mystery of Love. I have a very rigidly beautiful history with this song. I heard it for the first time. I listened to it on repeat for years of my life, crying my eyes out. Like, oh, bad crying my eyes out. Not because it was like, oh, I'm never gonna find love. Fuck that shit. It was more because it reminded me of who I used to be. That song reminded me of the person I used to be in high school. When I was in high school, I used to be more like Jan when I was in high school, empathetic, very nice, very forgiving, very easy to be around, easy to talk to. And every time I listen to that song, which is why I don't really listen to it that much anymore, every time I listen to that song, it makes me sad because I mourn the person that I lost due to all the things that I've been through. due to all of my life experience. I mourn the person I lost every time I listen to that song. Oh my God. Damn. Yeah. Fuck. Do we need tissues or something? Oh my God. Okay. And then my last one is obviously. My last one is Girls and Boys by Blur. Once again, obvious reason. It's a queer fucking anthem. It's a queer anthem. Boys who like girls who like boys who like girls who like boys who like girls. It's simple. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. It's very simple. It's so simple, the fact that the cast of Glee covered it, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a Gleek. Yet. Because we will revisit Glee. Yeah, that's it for me on favorite songs. But now that we've set the mood, we've lightened the mood. Hopefully this doesn't get too emotionally heavy. But I really want to go into the hold. Oh my God, Jonah Pierce. I want to go into the I can't speak, the foray of talking about the pillars. The first one I really want to talk about before we get started is self-love, because we can't have it without self-love. Is the foundation of all love, in my opinion, right? If you don't have love, like RuPaul says, how the hell you gonna love somebody else if you can't love your damn self? Come on now. I paraphrase what RuPaul said, but it still rings true to this fucking day. Because who the fuck are you going to fool into love if you can't fucking love yourself? Who the fuck are you gonna fool? Nobody. Period. So my first question, at least for this pillar, is I want to know, I'm going to bring back the point that January says. What would you say to your younger self now? What would you say to them to encourage them to keep going on their journey of self-acceptance? Oh, I love that. Oh, that's a good fucking question. What would I say to young JP? I'll go first. Yeah. I think for me, I would tell him, grow the fuck up. Grow up. Really? Yeah. In the sense of, don't be scared of love. Don't be scared of the things you can't really control. Don't be scared of breaking your heart. Heartbreak is necessary for healing, in my opinion. I was afraid of commitment because I was scared of breaking my heart when the other person left, or having my heart broken when the other person left, because, all good lovers know how to let go of each other, and the same can reign true for self-love. You have to learn how to let go of certain things to move forward in your journey of acceptance, at least inner acceptance. And self-love is not just external. It's not just internal. Self-love to me is spiritual as fuck. You have to be in tune with yourself. Some people never achieve self-love. Some people only achieve radical self-acceptance. Yes, some people only achieve the radical self-acceptance of things, but I know where I want to be, and I know I want more for myself than radical self-acceptance, period. And that's all. That's the kit, the coupe, and the caboodle. I'm sorry. I think it's the kit, kettle, and caboodle, but okay. I get it. I get what you're trying to do. That's cute. That's cute. But yeah, no, he's correct. I'm going to go next and piggyback off of that. Oh my God, what are we doing? What are you in? Oh, I hate you. If you don't know this about me, I was in Mariwin for about 6 years of my life. I loved every aspect of it. I just like arguing with people. Especially back in that heyday, Drogo really liked arguing with people, and that's the only reason why he joined Mariwin. And he was damn good at it. Thank you, bitch. I always thought I sucked, because I was in class with all of these, nerds and geniuses, and I was just like, yeah, I'm Drogonous. I'm here to look pretty. But on that note of self-love, I went into, something like that, really discounting myself. off the bat discounting myself because of how I just present myself. Because they were all like there and they were cute and everything. And I was just like, hey guys, I'm here. What up? Fuck. Yeah, I'm just a motion to extend the time of the unmoderated caucus, please, so I don't have to talk. And that's where I was. But doing things like Mariuin really cemented my like path in life. It led me to want to do law. And law is what I love to do. I love studying it. I love practicing it. And I love like being like prepping for that lawyership really is amazing for me because I get to jungle my argumentative side in a healthier way than really. And you have to know your limitations for self-love. You can't just say, oh, I'm good at everything because I'm me. No, that you have to know your fucking limitations. You can't just it doesn't ever work like that. You can't just speed through self-love and expect to come out on the other side all okay. Because if you do that, it doesn't work. So for me, doing things I love, doing things and really nurturing my skills really impacted my journey, impacted my psyche even. Because even though I was doing my win and being like argumentative, I didn't ever really feel bad about myself while doing my win. I didn't like, as I got used to it and as I got like in everything, I stopped feeling like I didn't belong in the room. Yes. And even I had that moment when I started my win because I was a very young iteration of myself. I was like, oh shit, I belong in this type of environment? And you slayed every time. I remember when I almost got best delegate, but I accidentally, in my rampage of a rant, called Microsoft a small company. Oh my God, I remember that. Wait, I remember that. And I was like, motherfuck. And I was like, Microsoft compared to Apple and Samsung is a small company. Let's be real. I still believe it, right? Like when you look at the competitors and everything, I highly believe it. But at that moment, everybody was just like, okay, bitch. And I was just like, God damn it. But at that point in my life, I wasn't like disappointed I wasn't disappointed in myself. I was just like, well, I fucked up. Okay, let's go. Let's do better. But I had best delegate in the bag. He said, baby, I had best delegate in the motherfucking bag. And did. You actually almost got it. And I was like, I'm so fucking proud of you. Yeah, we were all proud. We were like, oh, he got it. He won. And then they were like, well, you called Microsoft a small company. And we were all just like, what the fuck? We were so mad for you. But as long as you took it in stride, exactly. Yeah. If you take it in stride, that's all you can really do. Yeah. And self-love and acceptance is knowing that you can't really control how people perceive you, what people think about you. You can't control how people respond to their perception of you. So it's nice to know that I've been on this journey since my inception into this system. Like, this is the path I'm supposed to go down. And that makes me very proud of myself. And that's self-love in a nutshell, at least for me. Okay, period. No, I understand where you come from when you say like you're a chosen path and how proud you are to still be on that path, even today, even years, almost a decade later. Oh yeah. Oh my God, wait. Oh my God. 2025 is 10 years as a system for us. Yes. 2025 is 10 years as a system for us. Wow. Okay, period. Wow. Oh, we have to plan something for that. But like, I'll go now. I know my journey with self-love is very, very challenging because, like I said earlier, I come from a highly judgmental family. and they have said a lot of things over the years in jest, in actuality. They have just, it just, and all of it felt the same to me. And they were like, oh my God, no, we're just joking. Oh my God, Pi can't take a joke. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, but it didn't feel like a joke, bitch. And so I was just, I don't think I'm ever going to, in my lifetime or my 20s, I'm not going to get to self love as like the goal. My goal right now is radical self acceptance. My goal is being able to look at my flaws and say, okay, they're there. Okay. Yeah. No, I understand that. That's like perfect in the way that we really, you know your limits, know my limits. Yeah, you have to know your limits. Like, I know in my 20s, I'm not going to get there to where y'all are going in your journeys because I was just not given the cards to really see myself in that light ever until things happened, until I got kicked out. I was never really given the light to really shine as myself. I was never really allowed to do certain things, even though my parents and family were very progressive at the time. It didn't feel that way. I feel like they were doing it for like kind of the performance aspect of it, and it lulled me into a sense of false hope. The performative progressiveness, the performative acceptance from them lulled me into that false sense of hope of actually being accepted and actually like really being there. And when I found out that they weren't really doing it to like do it, they were just doing it to uphold their reputation. Because that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. Especially with your parents. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It just really, it knocked me off of my course for self-love. But that doesn't mean I'm never going to get back on the course. But like self-acceptance for me is where I want to be. It's where I see myself being at the end of the totem pole. That is going to be my 20s. Yeah. So that's really nice. I just, yeah, but on my journey of radical self-acceptance, I really am making strides. I'm making improvements. Sometimes I have bad days. We all do. Yeah, it's not perfect. Like all of these journeys are roller coasters for all of us. And my roller coaster is up one day, down for a week, up for 3 days, down for a month. And so, because I do have like bad image days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, everything I have on is fucking hideous. I look terrible. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to leave. And I have those days. But back in 2015, 2017, I would have never been able to recognize that's what it was. Right. You would have always thought that there's something wrong with me. Exactly. I would have always thought there was something wrong with me. But now in 2024, I'm just like, no, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just those negative voices it's just the spirit of my parents are still very much there. And they spout everything every single day. And now growing into the adult that I'm becoming, it's, do I succumb to these voices and go down this rabbit hole again? Or do I ignore them, say, fuck you, no, and move forward? And I have to do that in a very efficient way, or else I just crumble sometimes under the pressure, especially when things get too much, which happens a lot in this system. Yes, we're always doing something and something's always crashing down. It's just a part of our lives as a collective mind that we've just come to accept. Radical self-acceptance. Yeah. So that was really nice. I really enjoyed talking about that, like, but that also leads into a more platonic love, if you will, more like friendship and just having a support system, because sometimes you really just have to know what you're doing with like support systems. And sometimes you really have to craft your support system in a way that all of the people in your life are fucking genuine. Yeah. Yeah. Some of us have a better time than others when doing that. But yeah, true. You're not wrong. some of us have a harder time making friends and crafting meaningful relationships than others, but at the same time, we just grow and just say, hey, fuck it. And we have to push past our fears to get to where we want to be. And so it really hand in hand. All of these pillars go hand in hand with each other at certain points. All of them pair well. So yeah. But I think JP, you should go first on this topic because you have the most to say. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I have never really been the best at cultivating friendships in a positive way on my own. It's always kind of like it was always kind of like a whole moment with like the what is it? The fact that we have DAD, and sometimes I could really just fade into the background of the system. Like January and Drogonous are talking to all these people, and they're making all these friends, and then they're just like, "Oh, hey, here's our brother, an altar of ours. His name is JP," and I just have to sit there with a smile on my face, like, "Oh my god, Tiki." Oh yeah, we do that. We do that a lot. And it's not because we don't think you can make friends on your own. Right. It's y'all just want to include me. And I understand that. Y'all want to like protect me because I have a lot of trust issues due to other things that we've talked about in this podcast before. I just have a lot of trust issues. And I don't find it very easy to let people into my life in a platonic way anymore. So, like, instead of being scared of commitment in romantic relationships, I'm scared of commitment in friendships. Because every time I make a friend and something happens, Drogonous has to step in and cut them out of our lives, and I lose them. Oof. Ugh. Yeah, I understand why you say that. And that would be scary, having to always look over your collective shoulder to see what's going on, what's the climate of like, is the politics of friendship. Friendship has a lot of hidden politics that people don't really know about, in my opinion. Yeah, you can go. Okay, I'm gonna go next. You know. So for me, making friends has always been a strong suit of mine. I'm just that bitch, to be honest. Let's be real, I'm a hot girl. Okay, people gravitate towards me like I am butter on hotcakes, on pancakes. I don't know what it is. I don't care to know what it is. I'm just really charismatic in a way, right? People gravitate towards me. People are like, oh my God, Drogo, you have such good energy. And I'm like, thank you, bitch. I try. And people will dead ass play in your face when it comes to like friendships. People will play in your motherfucking face. And so my relationship with platonic love is kind of like Jonah Pierce says, I don't have very many people that I call close friends. I have like three. Three right now. That I'm like, yeah, you're a really good friend of mine. I'll invite you into my safe place, you know? And so I have a lot of trust issues when it comes to making friends as well, because when something goes wrong, being the enforcer of the system, being the protector, one of the main protectors of the system, I have to be the one to cut people out, because I know January and JP sometimes find it very hard to do. And I have to be the one to say, hey, we can't do this anymore. And so having to be the one to like kind of do that really wanes on who I let into our support system, our circle, because I have to be valiantly aware of everyone's energy when it comes into like, okay, who's going to mesh with who? Is this person a right fit to be around us? Is this person a terrible fucking person? Is this person a good person, right? Because we've had instances where I thought someone was good and I let them in and they just turned out to be terrible. And I just said, fuck you, you're done. Like, you're doing too much. And it's heartbreaking when I have to do it, but I have to do it. And so that's kind of impacted my friend making. It's like I'm open to people. It's very hard to kind of have me let you in. Like there are some people in my life right now that I still have not let in. And they've been trying for years. And I'm just like, no, I don't like your vibe. I don't like your energy just yet. So, and I hate to have to say that, but it's true. So yeah, I'm just, period. And I also, a lot of the times, I have to consult with old Jan over here because I jump to conclusions a lot. But as a protector, that's something you have to do. Yeah. As a protector, I think that's something you have to do to kind of like build guard and like say, okay, well, this is our criteria of friendship. You don't have to meet all of them, but you do have to meet 75%. That part. Right. Because back in the day, it used to be 85%. You have to meet 85% of my personal criteria to become a personal friend of mine. Motherfucking period. I don't give a fuck who you are. Right. But now it's 75. I've made it a lot easier as I've become more open minded and more empathetic and more trusting, right? Because I know everyone goes through shit and that impacts how they behave in certain occasions on certain moments in time, right? So you just gotta have to suss out where you're going, suss out who's there, and really just period. And that's my stance on the topic. I'm gonna pass it over to Jan. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I think we all as a system have a layer of inability to trust. I think we all as a system have that layer of wanting to be able to trust a little more than we can now. But I think with me, like Drogonous says, he has to come to me to suss out people's energy because I have a very good perception. I've been told. I'm not saying I'm not that friend who's like, oh my God, I have good vibes. No, I've been told that I have a really unique sense of perception. And so with me, a lot of people in my friend groups end up coming to me to kind of initiate people into our friend group. They're like, okay, January, what do you think about this person? And I give them what I think, and they go off of that, and they listen to me. And I'm like, oh, shit. What if I'm wrong? What if something happens? Right. What if I suss someone out wrong and jump to a conclusion? But also, 90% of the time, January is correct about someone. Yeah, if January says you have a bad vibe, baby, duh. If January susses out a bad vibe about someone, it's almost usually true. And I think that comes from years of having to educate themselves on social cues. Exactly. It does. It comes from years of having to learn about certain social cues, learn about certain things to to really grasp a near damn well understanding of friendship. I know how friendship works. It is one of the only social cues I can read damn near correctly every time. Friendship. And I know when I'm not welcome somewhere. I can read that pretty well as well. And I know when I'm being talked about. I know when I'm being talked about in a bad light. I know when people are hiding things from me most of the time, right? And so it's kind of like, in that sense, it's made getting friends for me a lot easier. It's made letting people in a lot easier for me because I can just say, okay, what's going on? Especially when I'm getting to know someone, I can just say, okay, what are they giving me right now? Is it good or is it bad? Okay. Second interaction, I can say, oh, okay, this person confirmed my vibe reading from the first interaction we had. Okay, cool. You're a good person. I can let you in. I can start to let you in and I can introduce you to the rest of the system and everything. And it works. And so I can cultivate a really nice, a really beautiful, bountiful moment off of a really, like 3 interactions. 3 to 6 interactions is what I need to get a accurate vibe reading. But like once that vibe reading is accurate, you can't really change my mind very much. So that's, yeah, platonic love, everyone. Yes. Oh, this episode is getting long. Oh my God. I didn't think this episode was going to be very long at all. Me either. So now we're going to take a break. We haven't done one of these in a while. We're going to take a break. We've been talking for a while. I know y'all are dying to go get some water, get some snacks, do something. So we're going to take a break ourselves and get some water and some sex and shit. And be cute. All right, let's go. Hello, everyone. We are back from break and we're ready to go back into the swing of things. I just wanted to check in with everyone to see how we're all doing. You know, I know this is a lot of stuff that we're talking about, a lot of heavy things that we're talking about. So I'm going to start with saying I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. Like, this is really cathartic for me. So I feel like I needed something of this sort. Yeah, same. It's really cathartic, really just nice to be able to like get in contact with everything, get in contact with ourselves again. Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm doing fine. The break was nice. I got to eat, I got to drink some water. So pretty good. But I think we need to talk about our next topic, which is going to be familial love. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Everyone needs family. I don't care who you are. Everyone needs family. And family is something that this system has had a lot of turmoil with. Yes. That's a way to describe it. Jan. That's a way to describe it. Yeah. Turmoil. We've had so much turmoil that I have an entire film on that exact turmoil. Not you shamelessly plugging. Yes, please go watch I'm Not Okay and That's Fine on my Vimeo in my link tree. I have to get better at doing this for, you know, content creation purposes. But yeah. But sorry. Okay, cool. Fuck. Train of thought. Yeah. Oh, here we are. I'm gonna go first because I have a lot to say about this, especially because of the advances we've made for that. I thought we were doing it as a system. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm just gonna summarize my feelings on this, but I just think we, as a system, really opened ourselves up in the familial support system aspect a lot more. We have a lot of family members that we talk to this day where it's like no time is gone. Even though we're all out of the house, we're all doing our own thing. We're all like surviving and like living. But anytime I see them, anytime we talk to them as a system, it's like, oh, yeah, nothing's changed, but everything has changed. And that is a really nice moment. That's a really nice pillar to like have stable foundation on. Oh, yeah, he's correct. Absolutely 100% correct on that one. Sometimes you have to have that foundational anchor of family because I know that my eldest sister is one of my biggest supporters. She is going to be there for me almost no matter what. She's going to try her best. And also, familial love needs to be reciprocated in the fact that you need to allow your family their grace because your family are humans just like you are. They have to, you have to give them space to heal. You have to give them space to like find themselves as the people they're becoming. So you can't like helicopter over them all the time. You can't be like, oh my God, talk to me. Oh my God, because that's only going to drive a wedge between you. Yeah, no. And seeing January talk to their biological family a lot is really nice. Seeing, we just had a hangout with them where they came to the house and we just talked. And, you know, they had to leave. It was a pretty like, it was a come through moment. Like they came through, they popped their shit and they left. because they had to go home, and that was really nice. But I can't wait to see them again so we can like do a full proper conversation get together moment. And like even our partner joined in on it, and it was really nice. And it really made me happy to like he really is like the first one of January's partners that their family has actually enjoyed. Yes. Yeah, January, questionable taste in men, but the one we snatched up right now. All my doing, by the way. January did not pick our partner. I did. You know, I have impeccable taste in men, and I know how to pick them. That's all I'm gonna say. But oh my god, segue. So I don't know. This is gonna be a doozy because I know we're going to really hit it out of the park with this one because we've been experiencing it a lot more than we usually do. Romantic love. Our romantic life as a system is pretty great. I mean, we're making advancements in our relationship with our partner that really require communication, open communication, really require a more gentler approach. But sometimes you have to put down the hammer, right? Sometimes you have to be like, okay, this is a thing. This is why it's a thing. And our partner every time is going to respect our boundaries. Every time. He's going to try his best, even if he doesn't understand why the boundary is there, even if he doesn't understand why the things we do are the things we do. He's going to try his best to say, okay, this is a boundary. They've said it. We're going to respect it. And that is something that I have looked for in a partner for so fucking long because most people don't do that. Most, especially men, yeesh, men. Drunk, stop. He said yeesh, men. But the bitch, okay, try again. Romantic love in this era is especially hard because men are just pieces of fucking shit. Most men in today's society are pieces of shit, and they want you to just be their little cute housewife who makes food for them and cleans up the house and like be cute. And they don't see you for the person that you are. They see you as an extension of them, kind of like parents and their children. So it's kind of like, some men are just like, oh, I want my perfect little housewife moment. And they forget that you're an actual person. Yeah, yeah. But men are actually conditioned to think that way from birth, right? Especially like in a lens of gender roles and the traditional gender roles. Conditioned from literal birth to think like that, to really have that way of thinking, that way of really interacting with women. They're not taught very much on women, so they lack in the romance department. Right, but our partner is nothing like that. He's nothing of the sort. Oh, I love that read. Oh my God. She's nothing like that. She's nothing of the sort. Oh my God. One of my favorite reads of all time from a person ever. I aspire. I only aspire. Yeah. But back to the topic on hand here. Yeah, no, our partner is gracious. He's understanding as best he can be. And he's a very compassionate person. He cares a lot and he's really giving. And it throws us off a little bit. Well, primarily me, because I'm not used to having that from a partner. Baby, I'm not used to having a partner at all. Like, I've had boyfriends, right? Where it's just like, oh, yeah, we're cute. Let's barely hold hands for like half our relationship. Oh, damn. Ooh. Or a boyfriend where it's like you're being chased around by the entirety of your school because you got in this relationship with this person. God damn, Jan. Slugs, wait. I was not prepared for that. I don't think I was either. I'm sorry. I have to throw shade. I have to like call things out when I feel it. So it's kind of like that romantic aspect for me has always been lacking. And so having a man who really wants to be with me, who really sees the good in me and really wants to nurture it and really wants to inhabit it and just help me flourish in every aspect. It just makes me so happy. And I'm just really glad to have that kind of romance in my life. Romance isn't dead, girls. Yay. Romance isn't dead. And chivalry isn't either. Um, and we really just we go with the flow of our relationship. All the ups, downs, the ebbs, the flows, the harsh realities, the splendid fantasies of our relationship. We go with everything. We don't try to force things. And so I think I have never thrived more romantically in my life. And that is where I am on that aspect because I am really happy in that aspect of my life and I want to continue flourishing it and I want to continue nurturing it. So yeah, I think we're going to close out this episode. I would like to go spend time with our partner. We have stories about him. We'll tell more in the podcast as the episodes go on. We'll tell more stories about our partner. Yeah, it works. And I'm very happy and period, as you fucking should. You deserve it. You really do. You've done so much for everyone else, and now someone's doing that for you. It's nice that we have someone that helps January feel the way they make everyone else feel. Yes, and it's important to have that, and it's important to let that in. And you've been doing a lot of that lately. You've been letting a lot of it in. And it's like the romance is off the charts. Valentine's Day. I'm gonna close out the episode. Oh no, please no. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna close out the episode by saying we have a lot of things planned. Black History Month has been a doozy. I do want to get on TikTok. I am formulating the perfect video to like really jumpstart my TikTok. You can go follow it at WUV, that for us, Woof that for us, on theme, on brand for the holiday. Yeah, and I'm really planning on just getting on there and starting off with like a really spectacular bang and really just doing something. But JP has a lot of things to say. So yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. So as kind of like as the main line of production for this podcast and for a lot of things that we do creatively online, I have been thinking of things, like I said earlier, I've had a lot of ideas for this show in particular and an extension of it to turn it into like a mini franchise of sorts, I guess. So in the coming months or weeks, just look out on our Instagram story, the tandem account at the Katsugi Brothers. Go follow that if you haven't. Just look out for questions that I'm going to ask, more surveys, more shit like that. Like I need feedback because I really want to like pursue this. And now that we have the time to, it's going to be very easy to actually put together something and like sell it. But that's going to happen. If I get the feedback, I want it to come out or I want to start working on it as soon as possible. But I want it to really happen and unfold in March, April. I want that for us. Even if I don't get the feedback, I'm going to go through with it. I'm just going to ask people in my private life if I don't get it online. It's fine. I'm going to go through with it. And I'm going to make the series that I want to make. And I'm going to turn the Katsugi Minute into something we can really cultivate because this is really nice for us. Back to you, Drogue. Like a fucking reporter. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to say, have a wonderful day. Oh my God, he's being nice. And the D is fire! In the words of Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I fucking knew it. I knew you were going to do some dumb shit. I knew you were going to do something like that. The D is fire. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. But we're not going to talk about our sex lives on here. I don't feel the need to go into that. Bye, everyone. Bye, bitches. Peace out. Mwah. Goodness, bye, everyone. Peace. Love you. See you later. That was nice. That was fun.